So new update came out. Not really a big update. We'll go ahead and run through it because it is pretty short. Obviously, they added the Squid Games 2 thing, which we're going to talk a little bit about. I am really against this premium battle pass thing they got going on. I think other games do this. Fortnite kind of started it. I think one of the biggest issues is the other games that will do this are free-to-play games. Obviously, Warzone is a free-to-play game. That makes it like a non-issue if it was only Warzone, but people have to pay for Black Ops 6, multiplayer zombies, and then pay additionally. Obviously, the battle passes have always been there, but the premium battle pass without a way for you to earn the battle pass back is a little bit anti-consumer, and I think that's a huge problem, especially since paying for it doesn't guarantee the rewards. So I could buy this now, not play, and then I'll essentially not unlock any of these things. Sorry about my voice, I'm a little sick right now, but regardless, 356,000 XP is roughly around a quarter of a prestige. So however long it takes you to prestige, you divide that by 4, that's roughly how long it'll take for you to hit that, which is plenty of time within 20 days. Even if you play like a couple hours a week, you'll probably unlock the cleaver or whatever the case is. And I think the free reward is cool. We get the one dude and then we get the girl, whatever. In terms of that, that's cool. But one of the things we got a lot last year that we advocated for was certain camos. So this would have been nice to have at least one camo, and it's not even in the free or paid version of the battle pass. So that's kind of unfortunate, and it loses basically all interest. Even though I don't rock a ton of camos, I'm very driven by like, hey, cool, I can use a camo in game that I can see, versus operators, not much changes other than their hands, unless I do a third person emote. Not a big deal. And then pay to win aspect, people are going to talk a little bit about, but let's get into the actual notes. So notes dropped about an hour ago for both multiplayer and Warzone. I'll have a link to this in the description if you want to go ahead and read through the multiplayer and zombies patch notes. They did stealth change some things in zombies that are going to really piss some people off. It's like, dude, why wait till the game's fixed before you start doing changes that'll piss people off? Here's Warzone. So it says some operators may see their operator selection, operator customization reset after this update. Not a big deal, just reselect your operator. Win it all or die trying as Squid Game arrives in Call of Duty, introducing a new in-game event stacked with themed rewards and multiple limited time modes across multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. They did a bunch of intel drop yesterday about the modes and stuff like that. Plus, new Squid Game bundles bring pink guards, VIPs, young key into the fight. Zip up your green tracksuit and earn XP in multiplayer or whatever. And then the event pass is 1100, which we saw right now. Kind of a cool collab, like I said. If the game was in like a really good working order, it's kind of like the people who work on cosmetics aren't the same that make the game function well. And it's like, it kind of sucks because obviously the collab looks good, but it doesn't really matter if the game has all the issues it still has, and there's not like a front-facing addressing. Obviously, they did make a mention of Ricochet a few weeks ago saying, hey, we have something that's going to help fix the problem in season 2 or 3, and for some people, that's just too far along, right? Especially since we won't give Verdansk until probably season 3. Realistically, it's kind of like putting their eggs all in one basket and they just don't care, right? The modes, we're going to get the Squid Game Warzone run. So you squad up and complete a rotating series of challenges on Urzikstan that will see only the most hardened competitors emerge victorious. At the end of each round, underperforming squads will be eliminated. Keep your eyes peeled. At any time, new challenges may trigger a round of red light, green light. You know what to do. Movement. So this is a significant improvement. I think all mantle speeds have been increased. That's a W. It doesn't say by how much. I'm sure we'll have to feel how that one works. And then doors can now be opened and closed while sprinting. So it's kind of like a normal quality of life thing we've had for basically ever. Got bugged out and they fixed it. So cool. 2 things that I think will make the game better. Cool. But that's out of 50, right? Like, what about the other ones? So wild cards, battle ready, replace the regular UAV with the supply UAV, and then the text description will remain incorrect until season 2. So we get the cleaver, cool melee weapon, dedicated melee, and then here's some bug fixes. So fix an issue, allow players to gain the benefit of battle ready wild card while grabbing a loadout with a different wild card. So the battle ready thing is that when you go to your loadout, you get a UAV, but I know it's pretty broken in ranked. So now You're going to get, instead of people spamming advanced UAVs in the end zone for free, they're basically going to get supply UAVs, which are essentially useless at the end game. So it's going to change a little bit of the dynamics of each match and rank, because this is pretty powerful when people are cheesing it, right? And then fix an issue causing enemy parachute opening sound from occluding properly, making it seem enemies parachuting are closer than they were. Fix an issue preventing players from using an advanced UAV after calling one in during a match. Fix an issue preventing controller users from using a kill streak if it is not appearing on the HUD. Fix an issue preventing players from dropping stacks of 500. Fix an issue preventing spawn protection on Rebirth Island from functioning properly. And then fix an issue preventing the exfil animation from playing in ranked play. And then fix an issue that could kick players out of match when leaving a chat channel. So pretty lackluster, right? We got Charlie Intel. He tweets today. He says, no server updates. Huge problem. No anti-cheat fixes, which we know are going to come in season 2 or 3. No weapon balancing. Although the meta is probably in a decent state, XM4 is probably still just a little too strong. All they need to do is nerf the stock and it'll probably be fine. Rank play still full of hackers, which goes back to the anti-cheat. New playlist is broken, which generally happens at the update. The new update basically shoved in more MTX, which we talked about. What a mess. And then he tags Xbox. Charlie Intel getting a little bit brave, right? But one thing I mentioned earlier is zombies even got hit with the change that makes no sense. So official, directed mode will now have extended time between rounds and delayed spawning. So anyone who was farming these for camos, that wasn't obviously intended by the devs, so they made it actually worse. So you're gonna have to play the mode normally, and then when you want to target farm a specific challenge, then you'll switch over to directed mode. And the mode will just be less fun for anyone who's grinding that out. So unfortunate that they're making those types of changes when people aren't asking for those, especially when zombies is going to be dry for another month or so, maybe 2 before they get a new map. So there's just a lot of issues. I obviously haven't been uploading a ton on the channel, partly because I've been grinding other games. I have like almost 250 hours in another game since in December. So obviously I've been grinding quite a bit of another game, and I have hardly touched COD. Like at the point where it is right now, they really can't have me playing their game unless they fix the problems, which I don't expect till season 2. So we got about another month. I think it's 24 days or something like that. The uploads will still be a little bit infrequent until we get some fixes, because I don't want to make a video every day just complaining about how awful the game is, even though it would get more views, right? Like I don't really care too much about that. I wasn't expecting much. I appreciate all the support on the content. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching as always. Have a great day.